In the quiet town of Willow Creek, an old clock tower stood tall above the cobblestone streets. For many years it chimed every hour, giving comfort and routine to the townspeople. But one foggy autumn evening, the clock suddenly stopped. It didn't chime again. With its silence came a mystery that shook the town. The town noticed something was wrong when Mr. Henry Grayson, the elderly caretaker of the clock tower, didn't come to the weekly market. People became worried. Constable Laura Bennett, a serious and smart local officer, decided to check on him with a few townspeople. When they reached the clock tower, they found the door slightly open. Inside, the staircase was dim, lit only by a few flickering lanterns. At the top, in the gear room, they found Henry slumped over a table, dead. In his hand was a strange note that read, "The shadow moves at midnight." The town doctor said Henry died of a heart attack, but something felt strange. The clock had stopped at 11:55, just before midnight, and nothing seemed broken. Why had it stopped? And what did the note mean? Laura started investigating. She talked to people who had seen Henry recently. Mrs. Abigail Porter, the town baker, said Henry had been acting nervous. He kept muttering about someone watching him. Tom Fletcher, the handyman, had fixed a window in the clock tower the week before. He mentioned seeing a shadowy figure near the tower at night, but he thought it was just his imagination. Eliza Crane, an artist who lived nearby, said she often heard weird noises, like scraping and whispering, from the clock tower after dark. Laura kept thinking about the note. The shadow moves at midnight. What did it mean? She returned to the clock tower to search for clues. On the wooden floor, she saw a small scratch near the wall. It led to a loose panel. Behind it was a hidden compartment. Inside was a dusty journal, sealed with Henry's handwriting. The journal showed that Henry had been scared. He believed someone was trying to sabotage the clock. He called this person the Shadow. The last page said, "I know who you are. Tomorrow, I confront you." Now Laura had a real lead. Henry had found out who was behind the strange events right before he died. She wondered if the stopped clock was part of the plan. She made a list of possible suspects. Abigail, who may have been upset when Henry refused her bakery deliveries. Tom, who had access to the tower and had seen something strange. Eliza, who always acted a little odd. Laura decided to set a trap. She told people she had found a clue in the clock tower and would reveal the truth at midnight. Then she went to the gear room and waited quietly in the dark. As the clock neared midnight, the door creaked open. Footsteps echoed up the stairs. A figure appeared in the doorway. It was Tom Fletcher, holding a wrench. Laura stepped out and stopped him. Tom looked shocked and confessed. He said he had been messing with the clock to scare Henry, hoping he would retire. Tom wanted to take over as the caretaker, so he could earn the small income that came with the job. He didn't mean to hurt anyone. Henry's heart attack was just bad luck. The creepy note? Tom wrote it to make things more dramatic. He didn't expect Henry to die. Laura arrested Tom for tampering and trying to scare Henry. But the death was still ruled natural. The clock was fixed and began to chime again. Life in Willow Creek slowly went back to normal. But the people never forgot the night the clock tower went silent, or the clever constable who found the truth hidden in the shadows.